Arizona State University is welcoming one of the country's top high school quarterbacks.
Jaden Rashada announced his intent during National Signing Day Wednesday, reversing his previous commitment to the University of Florida. Rashada initially agreed to an early signing deal with Florida that included a payout of at least $13 million over a period of 4 years. Now, according to the Associated Press, the deal included the rights to use the player's name, image, and likeness, but it fell through after an external funding partner backed out.
Well, joining us now from Scottsdale, Arizona is Dennis Dodd. He is a national college football writer for CBSSports.com. Thanks for joining us. Got a lot of questions for you. First off, can you walk us through how these name, image, and likeness, or NIL, I should say, deals work?
Yeah, this is about a 19-month-old process, guys, that was the NCAA kind of threw up its hands on July 1st, 2021, because the Supreme Court had rendered its decision in Alston, which basically destroyed amateurism. So it's kind of a free market out there as to what you can pay athletes. The problem is there are state-by-state laws. You have to have quid pro quo. In other words, you have to do something in return for the money. And of course, the next question is, what possibly can you do for $13 million to get that much NIL money? But it is possible. There are a pair of twins at the University of Miami right now that play basketball that are growing moguls in the entertainment industry, even WWE, the World Wrestling Federation. So there is a way to do it. The problem with Jaden Rashada was that he was a high school player, had not done anything in college, and it looked like it was an inducement to sign. My reporting says that $13 million is way off, but let's say it's $1 million. You know, what we're witnessing right now, guys, is the setting of the market. This is not unlike, I would say, an emerging third world country where democracy is coming in, where you find a lot of people in a lot of shady places. You know, I think if you're going to offer somebody $13 million, you ought to get the signature of the person that's going to pay the $13 million. And that apparently is what happened here. They didn't get that signature. And the father of Jaden Rashada, why is he going to Arizona State? Part of the reason is his dad played there in the 90s, but they asked Florida or the third party that was going to arrange these payments for a payment in early December, and they didn't have a promise from the person who was going to provide that money. So it's a little bit off the wall right now.
So, I mean, Dennis, I think you just answered my question, because I'm just wondering, how does a deal like this, like Jaden Rashada's, actually fall through? And could this lead to NCAA violations of recruiting rules?
The NCAA is pretty much powerless in this situation because they let this go on so long. Now, the enforcement division has passed rules recently that allow circumstantial evidence. That's probably another whole segment if you want to get into that. Guilty until proven innocent in the NIL space. If they see something online or a story written, that's another whole set of problems. But yes, they are pretty much powerless in this space. Guys, what's happened here is there was always a, let's say, black market for recruits, for players, and everybody kind of knew underground what the price was. I can tell you what the price was for a top 5-star in the SEC way back when. Now it's all public. We know what they're paying. It doesn't mean it's fair, but there's no way to limit it. And it goes back to, you know, the name, image, and likeness. That is something we all own from the time we come out of the womb, and no one can take that away from us. The NCAA said they did for the longest time, and the Supreme Court, as I said, struck that down. So really, anything goes right now. There's a quarterback, a freshman at Tennessee, who has signed a contract with a collective there that could pay him as much as $8 million in his first 3 years. It's heavily laden with incentives. And the next thing you'll ask is, that sounds a lot like a pro contract. Yeah, you're right. I think that's what's next. We're going to have an employee-employer relationship.
Yeah, a lot of these NILs are making a lot of young folks wealthy. Real quick, who are some of the big winners of the National Signing Day? And did any of those agreements, those NIL agreements, impact those schools?
Yeah, you know, look, Jaden Rashada ended up at Arizona State. They have gone out of their way, at least the school has, to say he didn't come because of NIL. He came to play football and to further his education. I just told you his dad played there. It's an up-and-coming program. They've got a 32-year-old coach, Kenny Dillingham, who's the youngest in FBS. He's the youngest in major college football, so it looks like the job is his. And they went with 27 transfers. That's the most in history, the short history of the transfer portal, which is only about 4 years old, 4.5 years old. But 27 transfers, 40 new players overall. And as Kenny Dillingham told me, this is not a roster flip. This is so we could play football. They only had 47 scholarship players. Other than that, Texas was a surprising third behind Alabama and Georgia. They got Arch Manning, the five-star grandson of Archie Manning, to lead that group. Also, South Carolina, Nicholas Harbor, remember that name, doesn't have a position. He's an athlete, but believed to be the biggest recruit at South Carolina in more than 11 years. He's called an athlete. He could play any position. Wow. And also Colorado. Remember Deion Sanders saying he was going to bring his Louis Vuitton bag
yes.
full of recruits? Well, he has. And one of them is Cormani McClain. He flipped him from Miami as the nation's #1 quarterback. And he's got his son at quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. That's a 1-11 program that looks to get much better this year.
A lot of action, Dennis, I tell you. And is that Cooper Manning's son that you're talking about?
Arch Manning, yes, I believe it is.
All right.
He obviously nephew to Eli and Peyton.
Yeah,
so
Peyton,
Arch would be the guy. Yeah.
Their
Michelle's
kids are too
familiar.
young. Yeah, I'm a little familiar with
She's
them.
a little familiar with the Manning family. That whole New Orleans thing.
Not really that well, but, Dennis Dodd, we thank you so much.
You bet.